What's up, everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Witcher 2. And last time, we appear to have saved Saskia. Now, I say that somewhat tentatively because we did, of course, have Philippa do the... I don't know if resurrection is the right word, because I don't think she was technically gone, but she was not doing so well. Now, she did, of course, come back and started saying, like, my name is... And it sounded like she was about to say Cynthia. So, I feel like this may not have been a resurrection as much as it might have been a bit of a soul swap, in a way. And now, I suspect that Philippa may use Saskia as a bit of a pawn, or Saskia, or should we say Cecilia, the name of her apprentice who she has now possibly made into Saskia in a way, and use that to get a powerful person, an influential person, into some situations that she would like to have a person on the inside for. So I believe the other thing, though, that we were talking about was trying to wrap up the Harpy quest, and I do believe that I realized that we technically already do have the Harpy crafting recipe. Now, of all things, it costs oil. We have many oils, but that's one of the materials that we've been deliberately not picking up recently because there tends to be a lot of it, and it's pretty heavy, and we tend not to use it very often. It also costs timber. Same thing. And I realized that we actually don't have very much of it, because I guess we tend to either drop it or sell it when we get it. We haven't actually stockpiled much of it, so if you see here, we actually could only make 4 Harpy traps. Fortunately, however, I do think, yes, we can buy some directly from this trader. They are expensive. They are 101 orens a piece. So this does pain me to do this, but I feel like the convenience is probably worth it. Now, granted, we are theoretically supposed to be able to craft them as well, but I thought that I saw, if we go here, despite the fact that we just saw that we have all the materials, it's not showing up here as something that we can craft. So I don't know, is it like technically not alchemy? No? I was gonna say, is alchemy technically only potions but not traps? We see plenty of potions, but we also see traps here. So that confuses me a bit as to why it's not showing up. So we might have been able to craft a few, and then only need to buy whatever was remaining. But apparently not. So in that case, I feel like there were some crafting materials down here. Also, this might be a shortcut out of the city. Remember, there were some storeroom-like options here. By options, I mean boxes to loot. Stuff down here. Did we already take all this? Possibly. That's the other thing, is like, we could theoretically mosey around a little bit and see if we can find some extra timber. Allow us to craft all the things that we're missing, or all the traps that we would not otherwise be able to get, but, we can't craft. We can't craft. So in that case, I believe we will be headed out.
Don't try anything.
And we will try to complete that Harpy quest. See how that goes. Theoretically, I think we only have 5 traps that we just purchased, and as you can see, over to the right there, it says 0 out of 7 Harpy nests. So if we need to take out 7 Harpy nests, then we might be in trouble. By any chance. Do you happen to sell anything? Oh no, we know what you quote-unquote sell. Hold on. Thought there might have been one other person that we forgot to try to purchase things from earlier, who might also have Harpy traps, because we checked the main trading area, but I think it's like we went up there. There might be someone else over here. Never mind. There is no one else over here. So as for whether we actually will have enough traps to do this, or will not, remains to be seen. Maybe for some reason, the game was like, oh, how dare you try to craft a Harpy trap in the middle of town? That's against the rules. And then suddenly, once we get outside, it'll let us do it? I have no idea. But that seems very odd to me, so I don't have a logical explanation for it, because I feel like it Could very well be a bug. Or maybe I'm just blind, but I'm pretty darn certain there was not any option to actually craft a harpy trap there. Like, now that we're outside, we can give it another shot on the off chance that what I was just saying is true. Wheat mixtures using ingredients in the satchel. Is there like some other... Wheat rest? Oh, I totally forgot. We could theoretically do this if we wanted to bide time for whatever reason. Like, now that we're outside, there's no option here that starts with an H. There is no harpy trap. Can't go up. It's not like the list goes further down. So, for whatever reason, the game says, no, you shall not craft any harpy traps. It's a little frustrating, because we may just flat out not have enough to complete this quest, in which case, that's going to be an issue. But we'll do what we can for now, and we'll see where that leaves us. So, maybe we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. We'll see. But I believe, if we check the map, will it show up here? I thought the place we were looking for was the quarry, the place where we've been so many times before. It is suddenly dark. That happened very quickly. And we know what's going to happen here, so let's pull that out. We're expecting the harpies to show up. If we do this, they usually start making their loop around. Up here? Maybe? Maybe not? Here they come. Okay. Hello, friends. Nice to see you again. Nope, that is a bad roll. Oh, the other thing, we did pick up that harpy sword a ways back. This would be a good time to actually use that, because we are basically fighting harpies exclusively at the moment. Why don't we, even if it's just for the moment, make that swap. I assume it's a silver sword, right? If it's a steel sword, then that is rather silly. Yeah, so it has lower low-end damage, higher high-end damage, but it has the plus 12% damage dealt to harpies. We lose out on a little bit of vitality, a little bit of freeze and bleed, but let's give this a shot. And we'll continue to stockpile all the harpy items, because why not? I mean, we could get so rich off of just farming non-stop harpies. I swear there's another source of them here. Or another, like, loot thing there, but maybe not. Okay, I know theoretically you are supposed to be over here. You're probably looping around, because that's what you do. Hello? There you are. Hello. Let's see how the harpy sword does. 12% damage isn't a ton. Maybe I'm noticing a difference here. It does seem like the range is higher. I feel like I'm noticing that more than anything else. When it does deal a lot of damage, it is dealing a lot of damage. That one, I'm pretty sure that hit it a lot. Ow. Get greedy and just do the heavy swings. See how that does? Okay, well, that time I'll finish you off that way. Hello. Home run swing. Ha! Just me, or is there more than usual this time? Well, maybe it's just because we didn't get the usual swarm of them showing up right when we first entered this area. So they're making up for it now. A few more down lower. Heavy swing was absolutely unnecessary there, but it has just a tiny bit of HP left. Likewise. Any more immediately headed this way? None that I can see. Oh, we can jump down from here? I did not realize that was a thing. Robust cloth from harpies? The more you know. Like I said, definitely potential for a lot of good stuff there. So this, of course, oh, vitality mutagen, that sounds good. Don't mind if I do. So much loot here. From so many harpies. They drop good stuff. Yeah, we could have dropped down there, but we'll take the long way around. Whoa, hello. Should have seen that one coming. You startled me a lot. Oh, rude. There we go. How dare you survive with 1 HP? More? More. See, we might not have found these ones had we taken the shortcut. More harpies, more loot, more experience, presumably. I assume these guys are probably worth next to no experience, though. Because as I think we were saying before, is that the sound of another harpy, or is that just the sound of the one that we were attacking? Don't really know. Okay. But as I think we were saying a while back, it does appear as though, as a broad statement, the experience that we get from monster slaying is very low in comparison to the amount of experience that we get from completing quests. So, you know, just standing around and fighting wave after wave of harpy is not terribly efficient experience-wise. Loot-wise, and by extension, Warren-wise, it probably is very good, because, like I said, they drop a whole bunch of stuff that we can sell. Any more down here? Again. Apparently, I'm just on edge right now, because all these ruffling feathers are just totally making me jump out of my seat. There was a chest here back for the Baltimore's Nightmare quest. We have completed that now.
Magic or danger?
Could this finally be magic or danger time? Is this a harpy nest? Possibly. Oh, we should put the harpy trap on one of those quick slots. I don't know if we actually technically need to, but we should. So, let's see, it'll be under the trap label. Excuse me! I bought a bunch of harpy traps. Why are they not showing up there? You saw me buy a bunch of harpy traps, did you not? Are they showing up in quest items? What? Oh no. Oh no. I object. I strongly object. Okay, now you're making me angry. We purchased those. We tried, and now they're there. You saw a minute ago, they were not there. Oh, they're, okay. They're not explosives, they are traps. Okay. That's my bad. That does make sense. Okay, so do we drop one here then? Is that how this works? That's not how we do that. How do we actually use these traps? Because it's been so long since we last did that. Like, remind me? I actually feel like I need to look it up. Options, controls. No, that is not what I want. Okay, I actually just want you to tell me what the controls are. No. Like, could you maybe tell me how I throw a trap? That would be very helpful right about now. But maybe we just kind of press buttons until something ends up happening. Oh, is it one of... Oh, here it is. I need to lure harpies here, like leave some alive, and then lure them. That looks like a harpy trap, or a harpy nest. Wait, drop one here? I feel like we needed harpies out here to trap the harpies. Maybe that's just me. Those are just birds. Let's collect it before we accidentally waste a whole bunch of harpy traps. Yep. Come on. Step a little closer. Take this one.
Medallion's vibrating.
I know your medallion is vibrating, Geralt. We've been over this so many times. I know there are harpies through here. We can try it here. Don't know if we're technically supposed to be going in here for this purpose. Get some Solano harpies. They're probably worth a little more experience. I don't remember if they drop more loot. Now, again, we could trap these ones right here. I'm assuming that there might actually be specific locations in which we are supposed to set those traps. And my guess would be that if those do exist, they are not directly in front of this door here. But if nothing else, I'm learning that we are probably doing this very wrong. Did we not kill a second Solano harpy here somewhere? There we go. See, enhancement mutagen. It's good stuff. So I think we're looking for the places where you can actually see a harpy nest. What looks like a big bird nest. And we need to make sure that we still have harpies alive when that happens, I think. But at the very least, we're farming harpies. Not that we haven't been doing that in the past. Okay, like, are there signs of harpy nests here? Not immediately, I don't think. Hello? Ow. That wasn't very nice of you. That's a long way down. A very long way down. Okay, so there are harpies here.
Shit, you stink.
This looks open enough that theoretically there could be a harpy something here. No, looks like this was just where one of the dreams was a long, long time ago, and those harpies ran away. Now they might be back. Hello to you too. Ow. Enough of that. Okay, I'm becoming increasingly skeptical of this strategy. It is making me think that we might want to just abandon ship, and for all the harpies that we have slain thus far, we may decide that it is best to just leave the primary harpy quest unfinished. I mean, I guess we could still do the one where we spoke to the harpy friend, bought all the harpy feathers. There is still that. It's not like we completely abandoned ship. And of course we did the main quest that sent us through here. So maybe for all those reasons we can justify letting this one go. I do still feel not so great about it when it does seem like it's within reach. And we even purchased, like, there's a harpy nest. Okay. So here, for example, would be a great place to actually drop a harpy trap, which I'm going to proceed to do. We will see what happens here. If I lure you by the trap, you're doing something, you're getting stuck on it. Oh, one of them took it. Hold on, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Are you gonna take it back to the nest and make it go boom? I mean, we definitely trapped one of them. It says 1 out of 7 now, but I didn't visually, at least, see anything happen there. In terms of, like, I thought the nest was gonna go boom. The nest definitely did not go boom. So maybe I just had the wrong idea in mind, but presumably that means we're all set here. Saw another... Oh, it's just telling us we could jump up there. That's probably what I was saying. Okay, so that's one of them. Here's the main area. There were a bazillion harpies when we first went there. I was expecting more to spawn. Eventually, I know we just went in a circle there, but I'm remembering that there are a few different offshoots, little dead ends. And I suspect that there is at least one harpy nest at one of these, but I'm trying to verify which, if any, that may be, so that we don't waste our limited supply of those traps. Doesn't appear as though it's there. Okay, yeah, and I can't jump up or down ledges when we're technically still in combat. Means wherever those other harpies were... Okay, except now we can. Harpy nest? Maybe? Maybe not? I'm not seeing one. This was the Solano harpy. Most of the time, we were just having normal harpies there. I don't actually know if they drop better loot. I am a little bit curious as to whether that's the case, but it seems like, generally speaking, there's actually a surprisingly wide range of things that those harpies can drop. This is not a nest. That's where we saw one of the dreams. Looks notable, yes, but it is not specifically what we're looking for, at least not this time. Just imagine how much easier this would have been had we selected this harpy side quest when we were originally going through here.
Damn it.
No happiness over here. I feel like there could be. I feel like we were trapped. I think that's the place we were checking earlier. I don't know. Can we read anything into the direction in which it seems like they're coming from? Coming from up there? I don't know. I'm not seeing any. I think this corner is fine to clear out. I don't know. Did already loot this guy, right? Yeah. A ways back. Oh! Where are you? Down here. Not sure if we've tried this spot yet. Another place where there was once a dream. But that's not really what I'm concerned about at the moment. What I'm concerned about at the moment would be those nests, which I do not see at present. Blah. Alright. This is all your fault, Harpy. Why didn't you build a nest here? So that I could destroy it. Or could you perhaps direct me toward those nests? Because I'm totally just a peaceful traveler who wants to pay visit. Definitely not about to destroy your home. I think we have checked all of these little side areas. Oh, this is the one that we already destroyed. Theoretically, even though it looks visually the same. Yeah, there is no sign of us having done any damage to that, even though that is definitely the one that we successfully took out. So... I don't know where the others are. I would have thought there'd have been more over here. Probably was one or two in some of those locations that we went past before and we just didn't see them. That would certainly seem like that could be the case. But with our limited supply of the harpy feathers, or the harpy traps rather, certainly have plenty of harpy feathers. Limited supply of harpy traps, couldn't exactly just go throwing them down everywhere. So I assume, even if there's no trap, if there is a harpy, the harpy is going to take it. Or rather, even if there's no nest, the harpy is still going to take the trap. Which would mean wasted harpy trap, if we can't craft, salespeople don't have any more supply. So we would absolutely be locked out from completing it under those circumstances, but I think we just gotta go. I don't think there's much else that we can do, unfortunately. Unless, you know, maybe we go out here, the harpies are back, and maybe, in which case we can destroy harpy nests out here. Okay, there are harpies out here. Good sign. I'm gonna drop the trap here and get absolutely mauled in the process in all likelihood. Okay, I think that harpy did just take the trap. So that's one. Looking for that number to go to 2 to 7. It did. Okay, I think there's another one over here, right directly above us. I'm gonna drop one there. Is one of the harpies taking it? Yes, there's one that we got. There's the other one that I was trying to get just then. I think we did. Now... Where? Okay. Ugh. Okay, I really don't like that we just trapped ourselves in this corner. Where are the other harpy traps down here? Or harpy nests, rather. This would be another potential dead end that we really don't want to get stuck behind. So, I will of course proceed to go down here anyway. Can I use R to sneak on past you? Not really. Kinda, sorta, but no, definitely not. There we go. Okay. So, like, I assume there are many harpy nests in this area, but I don't know specifically where they are. And how close exactly do we need to get to them in order to actually get them destroyed? Because I see the two that we've taken care of. I think there's one all the way up here. I kind of want to leave these harpies alive, though. Just in case we need them to do the deed for us. Oh, there's a harpy nest up here. All the way up there. Which I don't think is the one that... No, that is the one that we got. I think. There's a harpy remains over there that we could eventually get. Okay, be on the lookout. Is that one? That might be one. I think it is. Okay, so plant a trap there. You guys go take that. That'd be great. Okay. There might even be one all the way up here. Or at the very least, this would be a really good place to spy down from. Look at that! It actually showed us that that one's gone. Except I don't think it did that for any of the other ones. And there are still harpies following us, which makes it a little bit difficult to stop and assess where we still need to go. We are sitting on 4 out of 7, which means we only have one harpy trap left. Theoretically. But I also have no idea where down here this last harpy nest is. Can we just get really sloppy and throw one down in the middle of nowhere and assume that the harpy will find the nest and bring it back there, however distant that may be? I feel like it'll be on this side, because we had a couple that were more on the other end. But that is pure speculation. I don't know. We took care of that one. Guys, can you show me where your last nest is, please? We took care of that one. We took care of that one. We took care of one. Okay, well, here's the team. We took care of one. Ow. In their actual cave. Wow, we actually have really low HP at the moment because we don't regenerate HP while we are in combat. And we've technically been in combat this entire time, despite having very rarely actively sought out a fight with these harpies. Probably should throw Quen on, just to be safe. Yeah, I have no idea where this last one is. Or I think there's one more out here. And probably the remaining ones are in that harpy cave, but what do I know? Like, if I were feeling lazy, I would just drop one right here, even though it's right next to the existing one that we've already taken out. I feel like there could be one up here on this ledge, but also there are way too many harpies that are directly behind us right now. I will start to fight you. And worst comes to worst, I suppose we could try to come back here later, but I mean, we've already been here so many times. lost the Quen. Let's put it back on. We could just take out these guys up here, buy ourselves enough time to assess the situation more, actually look as to where we have and have not destroyed nests, then we might be able to get it done. But when we have them breathing down our necks, we don't really have the time to afford to do that, especially when we have low HP. And Harpy Dude is like, "What? Why are you killing them?" He's staring in shock and horror as we do this to his best friends. So I think it's actually the hens that he has over there that he is most fond of. Not so much the harpies themselves. The harpies were just a way to get feathers. Okay, so at the moment, it appears we are no longer fighting any of them. Which means we can regenerate a little bit of HP. We can hopefully take a second to figure out where the last few nests are. It's like we took out that one right there. We took out that one over there. Now I think we stepped close enough that we might have attracted harpy attention again. We definitely did if we stepped all the way over here. Alright. Leave me little choice. Harpy friends. Now, stop that. Ooh. Didn't we pick up the upgrade that allowed us to hit multiple enemies at once? It deals less damage to nearby enemies, but I feel like I have noticed us technically dealing at least a little bit of damage to the neighboring harpies. Like there, we did hit multiple there, I think. And if anything, it's not so much the damage that we're dealing to the neighboring harpies, but if we can knock them back a little bit and stun them, then that does help a lot for crowd control, which is relevant when you have 10 harpies attacking you simultaneously, as we certainly did have for a while there. Okay. So my hope is that there are still at least a few remaining, and that if we do ascertain where that final... I say final, there are still 3 more, but I suspect there's 1 more here, and the 2 remaining ones are down in that cave that we were checking out earlier. So we can determine where the ones that are actually up here that we have not yet destroyed are. That would be really helpful, and I feel like this is the best location from which to do that. You do still see that there's at least 1 harpy over here. So we've destroyed that one right there. We've destroyed that one over there. We've destroyed one that's over there. Is there one? I wish we had a zoom... pair of binoculars in which to zoom in and see, like, is there anything on that ledge over there? Possibly, because I feel like we did a lot on this side. We didn't do a lot on this side, so I feel like even though we don't currently see one up there, there might be one over there. Could it even be all the way up there? That might actually be a harpy nest. Back where we went when we were rescuing Triss from the trolls, and where we went on our way to finding the Baltimore's Nightmare hideout. When we were trying to go right, and it turned out right meant take a humongous loop around, actually exit the quarry. That might be the answer. Alright. In which case...
Wonder how many more will turn up.
Let's see if we can just get a tiny bit closer and determine basically this ledge is what I'm wondering. And I feel like I do see something there, except it's technically over in that other area. I think we do technically need to go to that other area in that case. We'll take down these harpies. Even now they're here, and they've been messing with us for a long time now. And we'll see if we can loop around and still get those other ones done. And that other one singular. Yeah, so we have that one there. We've done that. That's the only one that we've done on this side. But I'm also wary of, like, if we leave here and come back, and it looks like none of the harpy nests are destroyed, even though we have technically destroyed some of them, then it's gonna get really confusing. We're like, where am I technically supposed to place this? If every harpy nest looks as good as new. But we're over here. Where'd you come from? Seriously? Nope, more? Somewhere? Yes? I was referring to the loot, not the harpies, but I suppose that's for two. They just keep coming back! What the heck? Did you see that? I think we may have just hit daybreak, which means that they respawn. Because there's like 20 of them again. Yes, I do see all the ones coming around that loop there. Harpies, harpies, and more harpies. Oh my god. That's actually 10 harpies. Fortunately, they decided to stand still for a second there for some reason. In unison. It was a little odd. As they're doing right now. Does make it awfully convenient to fight them. I feel like that might have something to do with how we basically just spawn camped them. So they may be like, are we actually supposed to be fighting right now? Or are we supposed to be acting like we're just waiting around for the player to show up? The player was not supposed to be here at the very beginning. Oh, there's another one behind us. Come on. Swing and a miss. Another one down. Another one down. Almost another one down. That's not the one I wanted to hit. You're the one I wanted to hit. This is actually absurd. If you think about how many total harpies we took out this episode, the number is extremely high. Is that the sound of a new harpy? I would not put it past them. I didn't even want to go this way. I was trying to leave, and then they were like, oh yeah, by the way, there are 20 more of us. So, this would, like, single-handedly probably be enough for us to get the whole 60 harpy feather thing. Dare I venture down here to loot? At the risk of spawning more harpies? I don't know. More stuff here. More stuff here. More stuff here. More stuff there. I am curious how many harpy feathers we have, because I think I stashed and or sold most of them before we ventured down here in the interest of giving ourselves a little bit more inventory space. But, that may no longer be so much the case. You see the red dot here. I thought we established means that there could be loot remaining from a defeated enemy. Or it could be that, you know, there's just more harpies there. Okay, so let's try looping around real quick. And we'll see if, in fact, there is obviously a harpy nest in this area. Put away our sword just for a second as we run by the trolls. Don't want to send the wrong message. Hello, friends. you happen to have seen a harpy nest or two, or three. So I feel like we have to go around this way. There will be some harpy nests here. As for where exactly, I thought I saw some, or at least one. Over to the left here-ish, because this actually overlooks this area, like right here. That nest. That's one that I was looking for. I assume we probably need to do that. Take this nest out from here. I may be wrong. Maybe we could still have done it from the other area, more directly in the quarry. I'm not sure. I swear that harpy went down. And not to the nest that's like right in front of us. Because we saw that nest go boom, seemingly. Even though there's pretty clearly one right here. And I'm pretty sure we're out of harpy traps now. So that may very much... Yeah, there's no harpy traps there. As we established before, we theoretically should have all the crafting ingredients to make them, but for whatever reason, we were not able to do that. So maybe we will head back to town and see if there happens to be anyone else who's willing to sell us 2 more harpy traps, but if not, I don't know. We may just end up abandoning this. It does appear as though there is a chance that this nest is still destroyable, because despite us having dropped that trap right here, it seemed as though the harpy that took it went and destroyed that one, which I thought we had already gotten rid of, but apparently not. And I suspect that there's probably 1, maybe 2 more in that area that is actually the harpy den, lair, whatever you want to call it. I doubt there are any in here. That's Acton's Nightmare, or Acton's Nightmare. Path of Exile, Acton's Nightmare, Baltimore's Nightmare. But yeah, I don't think there are any over here. This is probably too far. So I think what we'll end up doing is next episode we will head back to town, see if we can find anyone else who is selling harpy traps, because for whatever reason we are disallowed from crafting them. Could there be anything up here? This might also be a location in which we could fight harpies, because I believe we just had some harpies show up. Yes. But yeah, we'll head back to town. We'll see if anyone else is selling harpy traps. If not... Oh, there's still another one coming. If not, then we'll move on, because apparently there's no way for us to make harpy traps ourselves. Unless I'm doing something blatantly wrong, in which case, please let me know. But we have crafting recipe, formula, and we have the materials. So it is a mystery to me as to why we have not been able to actually do that crafting. So if there is no answer, there is no solution, then we'll move on. We just won't do it. Which is unfortunate after having done 5/7 of the quest. I am curious, just 1 second. Is there anything else down here in this direction? That's where we did the Chris rescue, or kinda sorta. But down here, this kinda overlooks harpy area. We destroyed that trap, or that nest. I keep on swapping the word trap and nest. But yeah, we definitely destroyed that one. I think we still have the one over there, and I assume that still counts. And we may still have 1 or 2 down in the lair, like I said. But anyways, that's a whole lot of harpy killing. So, I suppose it might be kind of a good thing, maybe, if we just move on from this, if we're unsuccessful, and say, you know, that's enough harpies for the next year. And we can live with passing up this quest. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you in the next one.